Okay. Hello, internet world. This is Norma Joe. So, my parents took a day trip, so the house is mine until like 1:30 in the morning. So, I'm gonna make a couple episodes. So, where the fuck were we? We were at the apothecary part. She looks past the cop over at a shop with a sign saying McCready's Apothecary, and behind the shop is a little boat rental place. Rachel. I mean, thank you, Mr. Honey Blossom Cop, sir. I'll be right back. She bats eyelashes. I should start wearing fake eyelashes, but that would just be too much. Sometimes I don't even want to put on this, and it's pretty minimal. She turns around to pick up her shirt and sees Eddie making out with a smiley face, which has been drawn with Sharpie on the stomach of the other cop, who is laughing heartily. Right. You know what's funny? Why is the smiley face associated with so many grunge things? I think it's because they're usually childs of the 70s and 60s, and the smiley face was around in mass back then because of all the hippies and shit. Now smiley face is just like, okay, smiley face, whatever. Like, fucking Walmart has a smiley face. At like, fucking what's his name? What's his name? Forrest Gump. There was a smiley face t-shirt in that, so whatever. Where was I? Rachel, the hell? Eddie, hey, you got your methods, I got mine. I'm not doing an Eddie voice either. You know I don't do voices. Let me put the story right here. Rachel, how do you know that? Oh wait, I already read that part. I need lotion my hands, and then at the end my hands will just be disgusting. Rachel gets out of the car and scurries over in that twinkle toes way to the apothecary. She opens the door and steps inside. Inside is pretty much pitch dark. She looks around in confusion. Suddenly a flashlight goes on and she can see the guy holding it, who is a skinny brunette that also has long brown hair and is smoking a joint. In the background she can hear water dripping. Then the beat starts up. Oh god, no. Voices. Pop. Six. Squish. Cicero. Lip shits. The lights suddenly go on and a lanky cowboy rocker dude is standing there leaning casually on the wall. Cowboy rocker. I love this song. Clicks the music off. Thank God. Well, there wasn't 6 people to do it anyway. There would only, at most, Eddie is outside, so there would be only, like, the drummer doesn't count because they fucking swap drummers too many times. So, that's 3. Then if Andy was there, but Andy isn't there. So that's only 3, and you need 6 people to do the dance. So I would have had to borrow some people from other bands, like it would have had to been the guy from Mudhoney, maybe Chris Cornell would have been there, and, I don't know, one more. The guy from Tad. Where was I? Okay, I love this song. He clicks the music off. Well, what can I do for you today? I'm McCready, and that's my special friend, Stoner Gossard. He points to the guy who had the flashlight before. Gossard, fly away, little birdie, fly. He throws a wet napkin into the air and watches it splat down on the floor. I think you almost had it. You just have to believe in yourself. Rachel, charming. She looks around. Well, I'm not really a customer. I'm really just a reporter, and she bursts into tears. I just want answers. I'm on a crazy wild goose chase, and now the cops are trying to lock me up. I don't know what to do. Her eyes are all spraying out tears like a fire hydrant, anime style. Oh my god. Have you ever seen this anime called Elven Lied? It's like one of the worst fucking things ever, unless you're like a total like misogynist. Like, it's like a horrible, like, and the story doesn't go anywhere. It has so many loose ends. I thought it was going, I watched it with my sister, okay? It was only like 11 episodes for like the whole fucking thing. And unless they made more, which I fucking hope not, but I think it was a self-contained thing, and we watched it. And I thought it was going somewhere so I could put up with the fucking, because basically they were trying to have their cake and eat it too, which anime is good at. So they had like basically 2 doppelgangers. I think they were like fucking split from a cell or some shit like that. So they were like literal like clones or something. I think, I don't remember. And like one of them was hella badass and the other one was like a fucking like a literal fucking baby. And her name was New. And you know why? Because she went around going New, New, New. And then I went on a date with this guy one time who said he was 25, but I think he was actually 18. And he was like, I love Elven Lied. And it was so terrible. Anyway, where was I? I'm on a crazy wild goose chase, and now the cops are trying to lock me up. I don't know what to do. Oh yeah, her eyes are all spraying out tears like a fire hydrant, anime style, but McCready comes over and hugs her. Oh, how nice. McCready, aw, all you need is love. Cut to Rachel and the two apothecary dudes smoking weed outside the back of the store. Yeah, so surprising. McCready, so you want to know about Eddie and Andy, huh? It's a tragic tale, I tell ya. I remember when they got that kid of theirs. Rachel, I feel a flashback coming on. McCready, yup. Oh my god, and I spelled McCready wrong. It says like, it's like MC, and then like a capital C, and then another lowercase c. So it's like 3 C's in a row. The screen gets all wavy, and little flashback music comes up. The scene changes to Eddie and Andy sitting in the doctor's office. Well, not just any doctor's office, the office of the doctor from The Simpsons, to be more precise. That's actually funny. I don't know how live people and cartoons are mixing here, but bear with me. Well, we just had an entire fucking story about that, so it's possible. Laughing emoji face. Andy is dressed up like a Southern belle. Doctor, I'm sorry, but I'm assuming it's the black doctor, not that other kooky guy. I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. You two will never be able to have children naturally. You see, it appears that you're both male. That would be, like, considered offensive now. Andy crying into a handkerchief. There's gotta be something you can do. Doctor, there's nothing I can do. Andy cries harder. Oh, Eddie cries a single tear. McCready, voiceover. They wanted. Oh no, this is I almost did the doctor's voice. Okay, McCready, voiceover. They wanted that kid more than anything, but it seemed like it just wasn't meant to happen until one winter. Cut to Andy and Eddie in an alley looking through a box this homeless guy is holding. The box has black market babies written on it. You wouldn't just give those away. They sell for a lot of money, but okay. Andy, oh, this one's pretty. Wavy screen back to the present. That was a pretty short flashback. McCready, so after that, things were pretty good. Up until the accident with the horse riding. After that, two were never the same. They would just fight and fight. You know what? I kind of almost want to give McCready that fucking, the voice of, like, that guy from Pet Sematary or whatever that, what is that? I think it's, like, Pet Sematary, where he's just, like, he says, like, dead is better and all that stuff. Isn't that Pet Sematary? You know, he has that southern voice, and they parodied it on South Park. Anyway, they would just fight and fight. I tried to give him advice, but, you know, some things you just can't fix. Then one night, Andy took the kid and some of the chickens and fled. They found him and locked him up in Ebola, but they never found Samara. Rachel, that's so sad. McCready, yep, but I think you got bigger problems right now. Rachel, why is that? McCready points. She looks over and sees a bunch of cops running towards them. Rachel, shit, gotta go. That also wouldn't even be considered funny nowadays. Well, it depends on who you ask. She races over to the boat rental place, does an epic running leap into one of the boats, and starts paddling off into the horizon like crazy, leaving the cop standing on the shore. Cop shakes fist. Curse you! Curse you! They don't have any guns or anything. The soundtrack as Rachel paddles away. Looking for a sky to save me. Looking for a sign of life. Make my way back home and I learn to fly. Yeah, make my way back home and I learn to fly. Yeah, that's an appropriate song. Here, let me get lotion. I really want to use it. My sister left so much lotion in the house, several bottles when she moved out, and I want to use it up, even if it's just a little bits. Okay, Cyborg. Oh god, the fucking Cyborg. Wow, that reminded me a lot of that scene from Watership Down. Cut to Noah, still back in the record room, wandering around with a huge, scary black biker dude. HSBBD. You know, you do not look like our normal janitor. Noah, that's because I'm a newbie janitor. I'm a janitor ex-astronaut, to be precise. What? I just got back from Uranus. Cheesy grin. I think I put that in there because he actually did make some, like, stupid fucking joke, like, in the real movie. I should watch that when I'm done making these videos. I'm gonna do, like, 3 episodes, I think. That's what I usually do. And then, I was gonna watch fucking, Prince of Persia or something, but I might watch The Ring. That would be fun. I wish I still got high, but oh well. Okay, where was I? HSBBD, right. Well, you said you wanted to clean off the videotapes, right? Just make sure you put everything back exactly right, because if even one little thing is out of place, I'm gonna take it out on you. Noah, I promise, sir. Boy Scout salute. Biker. So we're square. Oh, he's biker now, not HSBBD. HSBBD sounds like it could be like a category of porn, like preference. Biker, so we're square. He goes over to the. It's funny how square can be used for anything, pretty much. Like, it can mean you're lame, but it can also mean, like, everything's good, you know? Goes over to the shelf and takes down a video case. Here it is. He opens the case to find it empty. Biker. Now I'm mad. Noah, nervous laugh. Hey, ever try counting to 10 when you're mad? Biker, lion roar. Roar! I despise the number 10. That's the fucking iconic line. I made that into an iron-on to put on a t-shirt. That was like my fucking favorite line. I think it's still saved on my computer. I should go back in there. Except I don't have any, t-shirt iron-on paper anymore, and I don't have a printer. But I can probably acquire those things, you know, and, you know what? I wonder if you can make iron-on t-shirt printouts at, like, FedEx and stuff. Because when I print out my books, like this, for example, since I don't have a printer, and if I did, like I had in the past, it would fucking break all the time. You spend more money on ink than fucking anything, so it's like, you know... Anyways, and then the cats want to get their fur all in it, and then it's like, oh, one little bit of fur I get to break now, you know, because it's fucking asshole. And like, yeah, anyways, FedEx is just better, you know, just pay to use their machines and shit like that. And I can print out like fucking 100-page stories and shit. And one time I printed so much at FedEx that they ran out of ink. I mean, it was probably low on ink when I got there, but, you know, I ran out of ink, and then I asked the guy to give me more, and he gave it to me, and it was very nice. Anyways, so yeah, I wonder if there's any machines they have at FedEx where you can, like, put in your own paper, and you could, like, or you could just, you know, I could just go to a friend. I think my dad has a printer somewhere, I'm not sure. I haven't seen it in a while, but I think he has one. My grandma has one. My uncle definitely has one. Anyways, whatever. Where was I? Screen goes blank. Cut to Noah waking up in the hospital wing of Ebola with a black eye and a busted lip. Oh my god. Okay, so it's not really a hospital wing. It's just a party room. He opens his eyes to see all the crazies gathered around and staring down at him. Noah, oh my god. You guys aren't gonna take my liver, are you? Random southern voice. Ha ha ha, you silly thing. Cut back to the farmhouse. Oh, I wonder who that was. I don't even think Andy Wood is actually southern. I just put that in there because of how he dressed. Like I told you, when I was 18, I was a fucking big fan of Andy Wood, and at least I felt like I was. I didn't know every fucking thing about him, but you know, like I wasn't like a fucking hyper fan. I wasn't obsessed, but I was a pretty big fan by my standards. And anyways, yeah, just because of the way he sang, like his fucking singing voice stylized thing, and how he dressed, like with that pork pie hat. And I purchased a pork pie hat because of him, which I still have to this day, and I wear on holidays such as 4th of July and things like that. And let me think. Yeah, I don't know. I know he's not from the South. I don't think so. I mean, I know. Wasn't the story with Andy Wood was that his dad was in the Air Force or something, and he was like moved all around the country. So you know, he wasn't from one certain place. He moved around everywhere and eventually wound up in Seattle. But like, so I don't know. I mean, technically, maybe he was born in the South, like Mississippi or something like that. I can't remember, but he didn't stay there, I don't think. Anyways, whatever. He obviously wasn't there when he was 19 because he was in Seattle. Isn't that how the story goes? It's been a while, like over 10 years since I've researched this. But, you know, or maybe right around 10 years. Anyways, whatever. Where was I? It feels like every, like, 2 seconds I'm, like, fucking stopping, but that is the way this works. Where was I? Ah, you silly thing. Cut back to the farmhouse. Rachel is sneaking in through a window, all quiet and sneakily. Well, until she loses her balance and falls into the house, landing on her ass. How do you do that? I would think if she slipped crawling in the window, she would fall like on her face. But okay. Rachel, oof. Jeez, I feel fat. Bitch, please. Gets up and dusts self off. Well, at least I don't gotta worry about being attacked by Eddie, since he's in the slammer for the night. Sucker. She starts wandering around the house and poking around everything that's there. In the living room is a TV on the floor and a box next to it, so she starts poking around in the box. In it are bridles, harnesses, other S&M gear, and some family pictures. She pulls out a family picture and looks at it. Andy and Eddie are standing in front of the house, and between them is Samara, who looks goth to the extreme, despite her cheesily grinning parents. Rachel. Aw, this is so sweet. And it kind of reminds me of something. Uh, I think it's supposed to say she, but it says the. She pulls out a picture from her pocket, or the pulls out a picture from her pocket. The pictures of her and Noah standing outside her apartment, with Aiden between them, looking goth to the extreme despite his cheesily grinning parents. The pictures are practically identical. Rachel and Andy are even wearing the same pink headband, and Noah and Eddie are wearing the same t-shirt that says, "Screw Dick, screw Bush, buy Pride." Oh my god. That is so 2005. I can't. What nostalgia. And you know where I got that from? I went to the gay pride parade back when it actually seemed like fun. Well, back when we actually fucking had parades. But back when it was like fun and it was novel and it was like, oh my god, this is like my third time seeing it or whatever, you know, I'm still a kid. And dressed up and everything, and it was just fun. There was no like anger really there. Everything was fun and we're happy, you know. And where was I? Taking pictures with strangers and shit. I took a picture because I had these cat ears I made myself, and there was some random like middle-aged dude walking around with cat ears also, and I took a picture with him, and it was all great and wonderful. And where was I? Right. I saw somebody marching, and their sign said, "Screw Bush, screw Dick, buy Pride." And I thought that was so fucking funny. I thought that was the best sign ever. Because back then, we still had Bush as our president. And, yeah, it was great. Rachel, sniff. We're really not so different. Looks down. Oh, hey, look, another tape. She picks up the tape out of the box and pops it in the TV. The tape starts. It's a home movie of Samara standing in the bathroom. Samara, this is for my mommy and daddy. Come on, guys, can't we all get along? She clears throat using her spoon as a microphone. Oh my god, another song. I need to make an album of all the songs that are in here, but I feel like it would be like a triple disc. Or it would be one of those MP3 CDs where you can put like 50 songs on the CD without it filling up. Okay. Oh, why you look so sad? The tears are in your eyes. Come on, talk to me now. Don't be ashamed to cry. Let me see you through, 'cause I've seen the dark side too. When the night falls on you, you don't know what to do. Nothing you confess can make me love you less. I'll stand by you. Rachel, whoa, what a voice on that kid. Yeah, I'm sure she sounded exactly the way I just sounded. Eddie from behind her, what the fuck are you doing here? Rachel, holy crap. She jumps about 10 feet in the air. I should have said her head went through the ceiling. Like, fucking, that's like something that would happen in a scary movie. Shit, man, you almost gave me a heart attack. Hey, wait a second, how'd you get out of jail? Eddie rolls eyes. With a get out of jail free card. Rachel, really? Wow, I didn't know those were real. Eddie, exasperated sigh. Ugh, blondes, I swear. You were married to a blonde. Maybe a bleach blonde. I don't know anything about the authenticity of Andy's blondness. He comes. I know fucking Kurt Cobain wasn't a real blonde. Was he not? Wasn't he actually a brunette? That fake. I don't know. That's what I remember. He comes over and grabs the TV and starts wandering away with it. Anytime anybody takes a TV that somebody's watching, that even though it happened in the real ring, and that will always remind me of Requiem for a Dream. Talk about iconic. Oh my god. What year did that fucking movie come out again? That's like the early 2000s also, right? It's like I feel like it's like 1999 or 2000, 2001. So not too far off from The Ring. But yeah, the fucking TV scene, that shit's fucking iconic. Okay, where was I? Rachel, you're just jealous because blondes have more fun. And hey, where are you going with that? Don't you want to hear your daughter sing?